Aloha and Tashi Delay from Kauai Tibetan Buddhist Dharma Center here on the island of Kauai. I'm Lama Tashi. We present this class every Thursday night, 6 to 8 o'clock, and it's recorded and put on our website, kauaidharma.org. And if you need any extra kind of instruction or practice, then the website is full of all kinds of good advice and teachings. When we practice the Dharma, it's to gain good health. And since we're in a global situation of retreat, of which the purpose is to get healthy and avoid getting sick and dying, I'm going to give a mantra that was passed to our lineage Dharma centers worldwide. And it's not just for this COVID-19 virus. There are, at any one time, 170 million viruses circulating the planet and have been for thousands of years. And these are transmitted in their origination from humans to animals, and sometimes from animals to humans, depending on the karma situation. But viruses are actually like the weather, controlled by the spirits. And so because of our activities on this planet, we have kind of disturbed the spirit world with our environmental damage that we've inflicted on the earth and the ocean, the air, and so forth. So I'm going to read this mantra, and whenever you feel that you have some kind of imbalance that you might associate with a virus, like a cold or fever or chills or muscle aches or whatever, then of course do your deity yoga practice and other practices, but say this mantra. And think that all sentient beings in the universe are saying it with you when you say it. And it goes like this. Om Pema Sharwari Pe. Now, that's the first part of the mantra. This pertains to your physical situation, to block all unhealthy incoming. Om Pema. Pema means lotus. Lotus, that's the lotus family of discerning awareness. Sharwari Pe means ultimate mind. Create a protection. Pe means cut, remove the obstacle. The next part of this has to do with the communication of your voice to the spirit world. And that is, this part is Nen Par Shig Naga Neni. And Nen Par Shig Naga Neni has to do with the Nagas and other spirits we call demigods, of which they fall into at least 4 categories, sometimes 5, to let them know that what you're doing is also for their benefit. Then the last part has to do with the mind of the wisdom nature, and it is Tadyatha Sarva Virita Hana Hana Vajrarena Raksha Raksha Soha. And that's to bring all of the understanding and communication of like-mindedness, of kindness, compassion, power, insight, all of those good qualities that we are developing as bodhisattvas, to let them know that we're interested in their well-being, so that they become less and less emotionally disturbed. Om Padma Sharwari Te Nen Par Shig Naga Neni. Then Tadyata Sarva Virita Hana Hana Vajra Rena Raksha Raksha Soha. So this is a healing mantra to kind of help to mend this rift between the four categories of the spirit world and our animal and human world, and also for humans to cut down on this terrible connection with killing and using wild and domestic animals for medicine, food, clothing, and so forth. That's where it starts. That's where the trouble starts. And then it escalated into the spirits who are in charge of the environmental, elemental nature of our planet. So it's a combination of karmic difficulty. When it comes to the Dharma, Dharma means, Dar means wisdom, Ma, mother, means wisdom mind. And it also, Dar means energy. So we have two kinds of energy. We have the mind's energy, and then we have the world's energy. And these two have to be in harmony. And the mother is the principle of this. That's our life support system, and it's universal. It's timeless. I mean, there's no beginning, middle, or end to this. But if we're not working or living or being in harmony with the world environment around us and taking care of this planet, ship, Mother Earth, then trouble coming. Now, as to meditation practice, which is absolutely necessary if you're going to break your karmic chains and grow, develop, and evolve in the path of the Bodhisattva so that you can get beyond these karmic difficulties which cause pain and suffering, then you must understand the nature of mind. So I've been studying this book of the life of Kala Rinpoche and his many teachings, which were passed around the planet many times. And there's a picture of Kala Rinpoche as he was at age about 85. Anyway, I'm going to read his pointing out instruction, which each class, as I progress through this book, I'm reading another one of his pointing out instructions as to what you are connecting to, where are you going with meditation practice. People that don't meditate will never become enlightened. You have to do that. You have to bring your imaginary process, your mental process, your emotional program into some form of discipline by focusing, which is what we call meditation. And when you do that, you want to understand that the nature of everything is nothing whatsoever. When you realize that, then you're a Buddha. Then you are everything. And at that point, you are totally in harmony with the world and universe around you and all of the beings in it. That's way too simple. So because we have these complicated times, we have all these complicated programs to readjust. And none of them will work without the meditation yoga practice involved in the program. So here's Kala Rinpoche's advice as to mind, which we all have. The mind that penetrates all things, this mind is common to everyone. We must understand what this is. First of all, the mind is empty. In this sense, it does not exist as an object. It has no color, no form, no weight, and so on. Neither has it a side, border, center, or boundary, circumference. not being material, it is similar to space. We must know this because emptiness is very different from the experiences that we are having of our mind as something very small called me, something limited in our being in a body, something narrow and consequently a source of many problems which escalate into pain and suffering. So simply to start, we straighten our back and meditate simply within the emptiness, vastest space, with our mind wide open, which simply means being present and not connecting to whatever's arising, your thoughts or your body's sensual perception. That's being wide open. So for a moment, let's do that. This is not meditating now. I call it contemplating. And since there's nothing to contemplate, I use the term contemplate space. Then you bring your mind to the situation of you and me. Now, the you and the me are the subject-object dichotomy that is disturbing because that reality of you and me isn't true. There's no separation, but we use these two words so that we can say, well, you're doing this and I'm doing that. But when you're receiving these pointing out instructions, this is about an absence of the subject-object dichotomy, which is actually a state of separation. And that separating factor distorts this relationship between the subject and object, the you and the me. So we give this advice. And this again is from my root Lama Kala Rinpoche. And it goes like this. I have a mind. It is found in my body. I want to obtain that which pleases me and avoid that which is unpleasant. This mode of functioning constitutes a heavy burden. It's causing many problems. On the contrary, if we place ourselves in a state of being open and at ease, we can recognize the mind as it truly is without this dichotomy, without this kind of thinking. And in this way, we penetrate all things. And lacking material limitation, we will naturally feel a sensation of relaxation and lightness without the normal complexity of you and me and this and that and so forth. So for a moment again, we just connect to the moment, remain open, and by contemplating space, the subject-object dichotomy on its own disappears. And what is left is a realization of something infinitely more powerful. infinitely more appropriate. Then the next part on the advice is this emptiness of the mind within which we have placed ourselves, similar to space, is not an obscure space with no sun, moon, stars, and light, but it is similar to the limpid and vast space illuminated by the daylight sun. When we place ourselves within this, it's called the nature of the mind. In its emptiness, we have to do so with this quality of openness and limpidity. Limpidity means a relaxed awareness. So now the instruction is, it's not empty, it's similar to the already existing daylight function of the world around it, with light as its main quality, energy. Now, what we are talking about here is similar to what we call the fulfillment stage of Tantric practice. That place that you go to after you've run the mantras, created the mandala, placed the seed syllable in your heart, and become connected to all sentient beings as whatever symbol that shows the function of what we are talking about now, this clear, open state of awareness, which is timeless. It's already there. Then the advice is, secondly, we meditate on the clarity of the mind. Emptiness and clarity are two aspects that we could separate, one on one side and one on the other side. But in this same way, on a sunny day, the sky and the light are it. They are both the clarity and the emptiness, like the nature of our mind, and in reality are inseparably one thing. And the next point is, emptiness and clarity in themselves are inert. They generate no beneficial or negative activity. They are not karmic. They cannot engender thoughts or conflicting emotions. When we remain in clarity and emptiness, similar to empty space, there is at that time a knowing quality and intelligence that arises on its own. In Sanskrit, it's called vidya. In Tibetan, it's called rigpa. Being aware of clarity of emptiness, the emptiness clarity is as evident as the palm of one's hand. And intelligence is the evident perception that we have of it. In the nature of mind, nothing divides these three aspects that we call emptiness. We meditate becoming particularly conscious of this level of our intelligence. And this is where we get three words which apply to everything when it comes to energy and intelligence: growth, development, and evolution. They sound like three separate functions that we experience in time, but they aren't. You can't have one without the other in time. That is the nature of how this universe exists. And similarly, this is how you, especially in the Dharma, exist. Now, I have another phrase for contemplation, and it simply means taking what you are hearing, seeing, and developing is the Dharma of growth, development, and evolution. One more, and then we'll start our meditation practice. To sum this up, the mind is described under three aspects: emptiness, clarity, and intelligence. If we meditate using a foundation practice of these three aspects in a vast and plentiful manner, whatever practice we do is a mental calming. It produces superior vision and higher phase of development. And when you reach the completion of the Vajrayana deities, we obtain what is called great joy or bliss. And with that, great ease and an increase of efficiency as in the human condition. However, if we dwell in our ordinary perceptions, which is what ordinary people do that don't practice meditation, then this becomes the me. And then you have the dichotomy, I am this body, and that dichotomy develops in a narrow manner. So we feel like we're jammed into a narrow space or a steep-sided gorge, which we do not know how to exit. So that kind of practice always meets with difficulty. So now we have choice. And only humans can do this. and only humans have choice. So we have the extraordinary and the ordinary. And as I've said before, upon rising every day, you should remind yourself that you are extraordinary, having met with the Dharma, an excellent teacher, and you have the leisure time to accomplish Buddhahood, maturity in the human condition. There's much more to this. As you can see, this is quite a thick book. But if I read 1 or 2 pages each morning, then I'm not only connecting with my root Lama, Rangjung Kyub was his name, known as Kalo Rinpoche, and now Kalo Yansi Rinpoche. But it gives me impetus. It gives me the ability to do my practice, go about my daily activities, and call it fun. Now we'll do refuge. Now we know what we're taking and why we're taking refuge in the Dharma of the Buddha Shakyamuni and the Sangha, all the people that teach and practice it. Those are called the 3 roots. And then we move into the path of Tantra with the advice of the present day Lamas, men and women, on how to practice discipline and apply it to whatever worldly situation you find yourself in to gain good health. And we start with the altruistic motivation. And we communicate this to the world and to the spirits that inhabit the world, just like we did with this specific mantra. In order to attain enlightenment for ourselves and limitless sentient beings, our mothers, we now all together take refuge and when possible offer prostrations and all Dharma practice to their well-being. We go for refuge to all glorious holy lamas. We go for refuge to all the idams, which are the symbols of the deities in our mandala. We go for refuge to all the Buddhas, those human beings who have conquered the mind and gone beyond. We go for refuge to all this supreme Dharma. We go for refuge to all the noble Sangha. And we go for refuge to all the Dakas and Dakinis, who are the protectors, defenders, and activity of Dharma protection. All those, the 3 jewels and the 3 roots, have the eye of transcending awareness and are extraordinary. Then we take refuge in this Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha as a supreme assembly connected with the 3 roots of Tantra. And we do this to the enlightenment of all sentient beings. May I, through the merit gained from practicing the 6 bodhisattva perfections or disciplines, accomplish Buddhahood for the benefit of all these sentient beings. Then I'll chant the altruistic motivation to the spirits, and then we'll say the refuge prayer and bodhisattva prayer in Sanskrit. Dog dong dro wa nong ke tha dong yan pe sem chen tam che du di ne Jung Te Ji Si Jang Chu Ning Po La Chi Ki Bardu Pal Den Lama Dampa Nam La Chap Su Chio Yidam Chokor Gi Latso Nam La Chap Su Chio Sanjay Cho Dende Nam La Chap Su Chio Dampe Chur Nam La Chap Su Chio Pao Pei Gandu Nam La Chap Su Chio Pao Wo Gondro Cho Kyung Sung Mei Sho Yeshe Ki Shendang Dimpa Nam La Chap Su Chio. Buddha Dharma Sangha, Lama deities and protectors. 6 disciplines of generosity, morality, patience, perseverance, meditative concentration, and the establishment of connecting to insight, our natural mind of voidness. Now it is possible for some bodhisattvas who have taken birth in the human condition to reconnect to their natural state without a teacher. But they say that that situation is as rare as more than one star in the sky, in the daytime sky. So we have to practice with the guidance of a teacher, in this case, Lama, so that we can retrain this mind that has become so distracted. And now in this world today, we're living in a minefield of infinite distraction. So how do you cut through all that? Well, the altruistic motivation gives you the right attitude. The 6 refuges give you the support. And the 6 basic bodhisattva disciplines give you the activity, the discipline, the ability. And that's why you remind yourself every day you have this extraordinary situation, but you also should remind yourself that you have karma, infinite lifetimes of unwholesome and wholesome activity, tendencies. And those tendencies follow you like a shadow from one life to the next. And also you're impermanent. Everything you say, think, do is impermanent. The whole universe is impermanent. It arises, it shows itself all these different ways, and it disappears. Conditioned existence, which is what we're talking about, this world of distraction, is based on these tendencies and this impermanence in a way that is causing us to age, get sick, and lose the body. And it's the same for every sentient being. Even in the spirit world, they want to say, oh, certain states like hell and heaven are permanent. They're not. There's nothing, the universe doesn't function that way. Energy doesn't function that way. Mind doesn't function that way. Yes, it has no beginning, middle, or end, but how does it function? So you must know that. And then at the same time, you must understand that since everything is constantly changing, you must develop some kind of intelligent ability to flow with the change. Like, look what's going on right now globally. If that isn't heavy change, and a good cause for practicing the Dharma, I don't know what is. You know? And it hits us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And we need to heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So we have this opportunity. Now we're going to start tonight with the 3 lights breathing, because that sets us up for the healing practice of what we call 5 elements healing, but it also sets us up for the 3 modes of being, our body, speech, and mind, to start clear or enter into a state of clarity and become more intelligent. Use our intelligence. And it is meditating. And I've learned Tai Chi and other forms of martial arts and other traditions such as American Indian Sufi and so forth, and all of them involve conscious breathing. So when you do the 3 lights breath, you're empowering your physical situation and then sharing it. Sit with your back straight, if you can, eyes open, mouth closed, hands on the knees or in the lap, comfortable. Head slightly tilted forward, back straight, of course. Bring your focus to the breath. Inhale, diaphragm expands. Exhale, diaphragm contracts. Then with your mental capability developing of able to visualize, see the air coming in as white light filling your lungs. If you can't see that in your mind's eye, think that. The second breath is called the absorption breath, where the energy of the elements that pervade the air are circulated to every cell in your body spontaneously, and you visualize that as red light flashing through your form body. All at once, or in some cases for long periods. When you exhale, when the diaphragm contracts, then you visualize these 2 energies coming together and exhale out your nose as blue light to space. Three lights, prana yoga practice. Prana, energy, chi. This is called a relative sutra or tantric practice in the Tibetan tradition, and all the lamas teach it. It is the basis of the transmission of the healing of the elemental energies which we use to stay alive, to stay healthy, And they are earth, water, fire, air, and space. Earth, water, fire, air, space. And the energy programs of Tai Chi Chuan and the Bon Po tradition of Tibetan Buddhism show that these energy programs run in channels, thousands of channels through every aspect of our form body. So we connect to the energy of the five elements with what is called five-element healing meditation. And since we are going to do the five Tara meditation Tantric practice tonight, I'm going to base this on the symbol of the air element. It's a green half sphere of light. It contains all the five elements, but it emphasizes the air as not only a life support, but an extreme energy program to heighten good health and awareness. Good health of the body and awareness in the mind. So take your focus off the three breaths, collect those three lights, and create a particle of energy similar to a tiny atom of light in the center of your chest, in the center of your body. And for a few moments, simply rest, connecting to the infinite light of the boundless fabric of space, the natural world and your natural mind in voidness. Then this not only becomes your foundation, but also where you're going. The fulfillment. Then creating that tiny particle in the center of your chest, that chakra or energy center, imagine it to grow into a tiny sphere of clear light. Small as you can imagine it. Then grow that sphere until it develops into this half sphere of green light, about the size of your thumbnail in the center of your heart, and label it air. Another word for air is gas. Once you can see that clearly in your heart, it becomes the connection for not only relative but causal healing to dis-ease, physical and mental dis-ease. Visualize that half sphere of green light labeled air to move out in front of your body and up before your eyes, arms length to the space in front, 2 feet in front. Then with your imagination, expand this half sphere of green light to the size of the room you're in. It can be smaller, but it has to be beyond your reach. And see the full energy of the elements penetrating your physical body, which is sitting inside. Every cell, every atom, every antibody, then expanded in size to completely enclose the city, town, or island where you are practicing. Since there's no limit to this healing program of our universe, psychically applied to your consciousness, you can share it with all the beings in your neighborhood. Then expanded in size to completely enclose Mother Earth, including her atmosphere of air. So that it totally penetrates our environmental life support system and has applied the healing energy to all the beings residing here. Keeping meditation, focus, and imagination together, expanded in size to completely enclose our solar system. And all the beings that inhabit our sun, planets, and solar system. And expand this half sphere symbol to completely enclose our galaxy. Our spiral disc-shaped galaxy, a mere 100,000 light years in diameter. And move beyond the boundaries of conceptual mind and merge the symbol with boundless space, which is the totality of everything and everyone. Relax, no meditation. Follow the advice that we started this class with tonight. Relax, be present, open, clear, intelligent. Heartfelt. Return from this dimension, again, and place the half sphere of green light symbol enclosing the galaxy. Shrink it in size to enclose the solar system. Condense it to just enclosing Mother Earth. Smaller yet to just the city, town, island, or neighborhood area where we are meditating. Much smaller yet to just enclose your physical body inside. Let the whole life force, life support system of the entire universe penetrate your physical being. It's your responsibility to keep it healthy. In tune with the universe. Finish the meditation by bringing the symbol to its original small size in front of your eyes. Then to chest level into your heart chakra. Condense it to a tiny sphere of clear light and disappear into the infinite light of boundless space. Relax with that. No meditation. Simply be present in the present moment, in bliss. Feel the joy of life. Then bring this higher state of developed awareness to in front of your eyes and spread it through your area of practice. Dedicate the merit to all living beings, your mother. It's okay to be intelligent, healthy, and happy, and leave the body in that frame of mind. Short break. Now, these two practices are to be taught to children at all levels of development and growth. And here in Hawaii, we've taught them in the grade schools, high schools, and the university. And also to the culture of the islands. They call it the Hawaiian immersion programs. which is specifically for the culture of those people, mostly Hawaiians that live here. And they already practice similar to this. And they include loving kindness as the basis of their culture, which they call aloha. A, energy, lo, mind, consciousness, ha, health. And they base that on loving kindness and concern for the well-being of each and everybody that lives here and the environment. They call the aina. And so we have the Hawaiian culture, we have the Japanese culture, and we have the Tibetan. Now we have the Tibetan introduction through the lamas on all the island. And so here in Hawaii, we have these 100 million, 170 million viruses and other disease based on bacteria and so forth occurring, mostly from tourism, which is now obsolete in Hawaii. And no problem. All we did was go into retreat. Social distancing, we wear masks, but we had to, for their own benefit, send all the tourists away. Now that's called skillful means. And it worked, like here on Kauai, no deaths. 21 people that had visited here got sick. They got well and left. No locals died. No locals went to the hospital. The population was reduced. We lost maybe 7,000, 8,000 people that were connected with that tourist industry. They had to leave, no job. So here we are all by ourselves out here in the middle of the ocean, practicing Dharma, practicing aloha. That's our virus. And we send this aloha everywhere. And in doing the practice, these 3 lights, 5 elements practice, being simple and requiring no empowerment, even though they are presented by the teacher, the lama, the guide, the sensei. When you do the mind practice of skillful means, which is the 6 perfections but added onto it, now we're talking the Sutra and Tantra, which has started with Shakyamuni Buddha in India and then pervaded Tibet, Mongolia, and all the Himalayan countries, part of Eastern China and part of Western Russia, all the way to Afghanistan, all the way to parts of northern India, Bhutan. So when we do this Sutra Tantra mind training using symbols, they're structured to show that sound and light, what you see, are merging together in your mind to cause sensations and substances to pervade your body. And that is the basis of the good health of doing tantric or sutra practice. But it requires the sound and the light structure based on the breath to not only pervade the body's good health, but also the mental, emotional makeup, which is so disturbing, which causes pain and suffering. So we start with the 3 lights breathing using the sound Om connecting with the inhale, the sound Ah in red light, this one's white light, red light pervading the body as the sound of energy itself, Ah, and then combine those 2 to produce the healing breath of Hum, which is based on all the healings, symptomatic and causal healing of the eight-spoke Dharma of the medicine Buddha, to all the six realms. Those planets where animals and humans take birth, and all the four realms of the entire spirit world that pervades space. And so this transmission is for your body, your speech, and your mind to develop clarity, intelligence, and evolve with insight of how things really are. So we're going to do Tara. Tara is the elemental symbolic energy of the female mother principle. And this universe is our mother. I mean, contrary to popular opinion of most religions, the father principle is simply the method of how you deal with the mother. So both are necessary. So we're going to use both in this practice tonight of the Tara and connect it to the same five elements that we use for the five element healing practice, and also to the three lights prana yoga breathing practice. And to do that, you simply receive the transmission of the body, speech, and mind of the Lama as the empowerment or support, and the blending of the Lama's three into you as a state of unity. So everything the Lama's doing is available to you. No separation. And then, since there's no such thing as separation, it spontaneously moves from you to throughout the universe to all sentient beings, either all at once or in time. Those are the two ways we function. Back straight, eyes in front, mouth closed, hands comfortable, head tilted. Breathe. When you inhale the white light into your lungs, filling your lungs of the elements, you hear the sound Om. This is the state of clarity. The absorption of the red light elemental energies through your body, you hear the sound Ah. This is how you transmit that energy with the vibration of your voice, sound, or sound. And that's a state of power. Then these two together become the mental projection of the blue light to space as an infinite healing program, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, to every sentient being in the entire universe of space, our world. That fulfills the altruistic motivation of Tibetan Buddhism. Inhale white light into your lungs, hear Om. Absorption of that energy's elemental healing properties through every cell in your body, hear the sound Ah. This will affect your speech. Those two combined together as blue light out the nose, you hear the sound Hum as it pervades space, like the sky. Blue light, your favorite color of blue. Then you visualize the root Lama, the source of the transmission of whatever sutra or tantric method you're going to use. In this case tonight, it'll be the 5 aspects of Tara to bring out your 21 innate human qualities that are beneficial on all levels to everyone. So you see the Lama in front, the root Lama, as a representative of all the Lamas of all the lineages of Tibetan Buddhism and all the teachers and all the people who practice all the way back 2,600 years to Shakyamuni Buddha. Then from the forehead of the Lama in front, white light penetrates your forehead, you hear the sound Om. This is the empowerment for the body to be this rainbow body symbol of enlightened activity. Then red light from the Lama's throat is empowerment for that activity to be accompanied by the powerful speech using mantra. Then you see blue light from the Lama's heart chakra to your heart chakra, hear the sound Hum into your heart center. And this is the wisdom transmission of understanding your own true nature and how to use it skillfully. That's intelligence. Then when you can see three lights shining simultaneously into you, the Lama, he or she, blends into you like water into water. This is the fourth empowerment of receiving the transmission of enlightened activity. Of all the Dakini, all the Powos and Chondros, then you see the three lights in the central channel of your being, just as you are. The white Om in your head, the red Ah in a sphere in your throat, and the blue Hum in a sphere in your heart center. Simply imagine the white sphere move down the central channel of your life force, merges with the red Ah. These two together, blending, move down the central channel into the heart chakra, which is the beginning and ending of all sutra and tantric practice, all the healing practices of the Buddha. And when you've established these three in the Hum, in the heart center, then you become green Tara. Now we're using the color code green as the energy or prana of breath, life support. Without this body's life, there's no development, no growth, no evolution. You can't do it as an animal or a spirit. Heaven actually is an obstacle. So there you are, green Tara, young, healthy, beautiful, radiating five-colored light with a green aura or tinge to your skin, smiling with three eyes, legs and left drawn in and right one extended in the Bodhisattva posture of meditation. Right hand resting with the palm outward of supreme generosity or giving. Left hand, thumb, and ring finger holding a lotus which blooms by the left ear, symbolizing having taken birth in the human condition to bring humans and other beings to enlightenment, compassion, altruistic compassion. Dressed in five colors of silks as the five elements, 5-jewel crown as 5 states of higher intelligence or awareness of this path of the Bodhisattva with never-ending development, no ceiling to that. And sitting on a sun and moon disk on a 32-petal lotus flower in space. And all of this that you are visualizing yourself, this hologram in 3D, is simply to show you the illusory nature of the universe as it is, and specifically applied to your body. So your ordinary body disappears, and you become this symbol of compassion, power, and insight based on loving kindness as the ultimate healing remedy. Then you project this to your mother in front, the one that created your body out of the 5 elements. Then you project it to your father, friends, relatives, everybody that you have karma with this life, animals, pets, people that hate you, adversaries, all 8 billion humans that are on the planet today. All the animals in the ocean as Tara, all the animals on the land. And you build this mandala of light and light beings using this symbolic representation of the Lama and the deity inseparable. No I, me, mind. No soul. Then you project it to the infinite 4 realms of the spirit world that pervade this, your body and everything in the entire universe. They are at home throughout the universe. When you've created this mandala and its completion, it fills your mind, and that causes the heart mantra to appear. And these 10 letters circle the tom. Now the tom is the Om Ahom. In your heart center, looks like the letter 5, Sanskrit letter Tom, which is T-A-M. M is the sun and moon with a little flame above. The letter 5 is the green middle part, and the sound Ah supports it. And around this is the mantra Om Tar Ra Tu Tar Re Tu Re Soha. It's also Om Tar Re Tu Tar Re Tu Re Soha. And Re, that sound is action. So all this is the skillful action of clarity, insight, and intelligence to produce whatever is appropriate. And you are the mother principle. Then all sentient beings are doing exactly the same thing you are when you sound the mantra. That vibration of your voice brings it all into union. That's the power of mantric practice, either sutra or tantra. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 So the three aspects of clarity, intelligence, and emptiness is the seed soluble Tom in your heart center. That's the emptiness. That's the totality, the infinite application, the infinite possibility. Then the mantra around it is the activity of that to create healings, symptomatic or causal healing to the pain and suffering of sentient beings, swiftly removing any obstacle to good health. That's Ture, that's that part of the mantra. Then when you create the mandala of all sentient beings, then you've moved into the intelligence of the state of no separation. This whole world is a Buddha field, a bodhisattva training, energy, universe. And your body, speech, and mind become the three aspects of compassion, power, and insight. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 So you keep the function of the mantra sound as the seed soluble tone, the creation sound. The mantra surrounding all that light energy flowing through you as Tara and out as healing energy to space. Then the mandala and every being in it doing exactly the same thing you are, same mind, the mind of awareness. And develop, grow, and develop, and evolve with this tantric system. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 The mantra sounds, those 10 sounds, circle the tom with their letters facing inward. And if you can, when you sound them, you see the mantra moving clockwise, counterclockwise, and light coming out of the tom and these syllables of the mantra blazing through your body and as healing energy to sentient beings around you, and all the infinite taras in your mandala doing the same thing. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 And behind Tara is a moon of light that she's lighting up the darkness around the world around her. That's her function. And in some cases, they say it's like an empty mirror. From the empty nature of your mind, you're creating this mind training symbol to bring out the 21 qualities of the Tara, which I'll read to you in a moment. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Now I've been counting the mala with this mala, which is 108 beads. 100 is 100 aspects of Tara. And 5 of the beads are the 5 we call states of awareness, or the connecting to the 5 elements of the Tara. And the last 3 beads of the 108 are your body, speech, and mind, using all that for growth, development, and evolution. Now, when you accomplish the Tara, she is the 5 elements of the universe, but with an infinite application, a state of infinite potential of healing in the application, connected to 5 states of innate awareness. There are many ways to explain this, but the simplicity of these 5 spheres is a state of unity, action, clarity, equality, and discerning that the conditioned state sucks. And the other nature of mind, the ultimate nature, is appropriate. It's the only one appropriate. And that state of discerning awareness, everything, all the distractions, inside and outside, is your method of transformation. And it's always in this direction. Okay? One lifetime, many lifetime, spiraling with no ceiling, evolving into higher and higher states until you reach the state of the Buddha, your own natural mind, as stable, infinitely applied, and that's it. Now let me read to you the qualities that you are developing using this powerful practice. And they are both peaceful and terrifying. Okay, so this Tara is peaceful. But if she moves into her terrifying aspect, she's no longer sitting there, Mrs. Nice Girl. She becomes a wrathful mother. And you know from your training of your own mother how that is. So I don't have to explain that. Momo wants to come to class. Now we have 5 states of awareness with 5 elements. Ram, Lam, Vam, Yam, and Mom. Fire, earth, space, air, and water. Now, those are the same 5 elements that we were doing with the 5 elements breathing, but they're applied on the ultimate level of clarity, voidness, and intelligence using Sutra and Tantric practice to speed the process along, but also to bring out these qualities. So Tara at the beginning, as she is, the green Tara, or whichever color code you use, red, white, blue, green, or yellow, is compassion, power, and insight. That's called the 21st Tara, or the first Tara, depending on your method. But she is 21 qualities that are innate in every human being. But all of us being equal, we're also different. We're all equal. There's nobody higher or lower than anybody else, contrary to egocentric awareness. So the first quality that we bring out is swift protection. So she is a protector. And she's a protector in this aspect or in her terrifying aspect of this color code. When you see her in that mode, she's standing and your body is she's standing on your body, it's her support. And she has lots of other symbology, but that's the most powerful. Then the second is creative wisdom. That means you're using this insight and ability to create what's appropriate. This is called, in Bodhisattva training school, auspicious circumstances, which is my name, Tashi. The third is Tara of impeccable virtue, which means never harmful body, speech, or mind to herself, others, or the environment. Number 4 is Tara all victorious, means it's a win-win for everybody and the environment. Tara is sublime intelligence. Subliminal intelligence is based on the idea of voidness and clarity. And this kind of intelligence has no limit. It's not the I, me, mine restricted mess that we have, that we call intelligence, which we apply to politicians and some religious leaders and CEOs and military generals and so forth. Not that. Tara is worthy of honor, not just honor, but respect. Tara is equal to the Lama. So Lama and Tara, on every level, equal. No separation. Where does Tara come from? The mind of the Lama. That's why the Lama, 2 words, Lama, intelligent mother. Tara is invincible courage. Without courage, you have fear. Fear is useless, wasted energy. Delete. Tara is destroyer of negativity. That's the benefit of healing. All obstacles removed. Tara is the true refuge because of her 3 developments, the 3 seeds of development, body, speech, and mind, into compassion, power, and insight. Tara is joy and laughter. Without a sense of humor, there's no fun in this. Tara is the distribution of wealth. You have to have wealth in order to benefit others in the human condition. And that doesn't just apply to money. It applies to your how you operate. Are you a gardener? Okay, that's wealth. Sharing food and so forth. Are you a healer? That's wealth. Are you a mother? That's wealth. So forth. Tara is auspicious beauty. This is how you think of yourself as Tara. Young, beautiful, healthy, happy, and so forth. Tara is irresistible, irrefutable truth. That's the other nature of your mind. Tara is ferocious compassion, applied equally to every living being, regardless of their tendencies or status. Tara is serene peace. That's an accomplishment of meditation. That's your foundation. Peace and tranquility. Tara is destroyer of attachment to anything, including these practices. Tara is triumphant joy. Joy is the state of bliss. Bliss, there's no emotional program left in your consciousness. There's no judgment. There's no good, bad, high, low, none of that. Tara is transformation of poison, obstacle. Take all this distraction and use it. This is the best Bodhisattva training program in the universe. And it's called the Reject Planet. Great. So we have thousands and thousands of men and women, Bodhisattvas, practicing here as Tara. Tara is radiant health. It's applied physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and it's the state you want to leave the body in. Tara is complete enlightenment. This is the subliminal state of bliss as clarity and awareness, accomplished in each precious moment of existence as a human. And then, another way that we show the Tara is in creative dance, and they dance in like a spiral of 21 Taras around you, each one indicating one of these inner qualities functioning in the world. And they're color-coded and each have their own choreography. Ram, lam, vam, yam, mam. Ram, lam, vam, yam, mam. Ram, vam, vam, yam, mam. So these 5 inner spheres in your chakra energy system of Tara are the 5 states of awareness interconnected, and light is their common form. So if I hold this up, light shines through, then the 5 elements and the 5 Buddha awarenesses, called the 5 Dhyana Buddha states, come together. So now we're going to practice the Tara mantra using those 5 as a mantric code. And as we do it, you change the color code of you as Tara and all the beings in your mandala. So we'll start with green Tara. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Then the green is Yam Ah Soha. So that's on our chart. Yam and Ah. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. 21 times. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Yam Ah Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re. Then green tar now fades into gold tar, the earth tar. So you have now the seed syllables of the mantra are Lam and Tram from the chart, connecting the earth to equality, and all the beings, you are now gold Tara, yellow Tara, your choice, and all the beings in your mandala, and you sound the mantra 21 times. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Yam Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam Tram Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Lam. The bell calls the Tara. It's got the Dorje implanted in the bell. 5 elements, 5 states of awareness with the vibration of the healing energy of the universe as the Tara. Now the next Tara we're going to do is the water Tara with Mom and Whom. And so this one brings a state of unity and the element of healing energy of purification of water together. And the seed soluble is mom, but you're overlapped with home, but the vibration is blue colored Tara with all the infinite Taras in your mandala, same color code. Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Mom Om Soha 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 Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Then we move to the fire Tara, Ram and Hri. So when you bring the Ram and the Hri together, added to the Tara mantra, your Ram and Hri are in the heart center overlapping, seed syllables, then all you and all the Taras in your mandala are red in color. Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Ram Hri Soha 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 Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Ram Then we move to the Mother Element Space Tara, and we use the South Vam, or Bam in Tibetan, Bam, and Om, clarity and how to use it, your intelligence, a clear mind of awareness, always in the state of the present moment, timeless, no past, no future, no present. Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Vam Om Soha. When you're white and all your mandala is white Tara, Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Vam Om Soha. 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 Om Tara, Tu Tara, Ture Vam, Om Soha. When you visualize the white Tara, you have 7 eyes, the 3 in your face, 1 in the palm of each hand, and 1 in the bottom of each foot, seeing into the 6 realms, and all sentient beings are this symbol of compassion, power, and insight, complete with the 21 qualities activated of Tara, in action, body, speech, and mind. Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Vam Om Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Vam Om Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Vam Om Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Vam Om Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Vam Om Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Ture Vam Om Soha. All of this is the creation of Tara, and which other color code you think is appropriate, you can activate your mandala, any one of these 5 Ram, Lam, Vam, Yam, Mam, elemental Tara energy programs for healing, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, on both the application of treating the symptoms of disease, mental disease, physical disease, whatever, emotional disease, spiritual disease, because most people don't know how to meditate. That's a spiritual no-no. Actually, it's a spiritual defect. And so this physical, mental, emotional, spiritual application, you choose. And then you have this chart, so it explains exactly what these codes mean. So you adapt that code with the mantra. And the basic mantra that covers all of them is simply green Tara with her basic mantra, Om Tara, Tu Tare, Tu Re Soha. But you can increase the power and the application of compassion and loving kindness and insight with the 2 added code sounds and change the mandala. So we'll go back to the original one, which is all of this in one application. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Soha. Om Tara Tu Tare Tu Re 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 Soha. 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 Om dar to dar to is 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 om tare tu re so ha. The completion stage of Tantric practice is to bring all the stars, infinite in number, in your mandala, filling space into you, like rain into a lake, streaming into you from every direction, until all you can see is you as the central tower in boundless space. Then you dissolve the rainbow body of Tara into the mantra Om Tara Tutari Turi Soha in your heart. And starting with the Om, each syllable one by one disappears into the Tom, the green Tom. The green Tom in a five-colored sphere of light disappears into the particle in your heart center that connects to the fabric of boundless space as light. In this state of voidness in the infinite present, the timeless present, you relax. No meditation. Then when you come out of the accomplishment stage of the practice, you return to the creation stage as whatever yidam practice you are presently practicing. One is enough, but some people practice more than one. Once you've accomplished 100,000 or more of the Tara mantras, then you can move to the what we call the Chondro Dakini, terrifying aspect of Tara. We call the protector level or Dakini. And when you do that, again, you need to connect to the Lama for the empowerment of that level of practice. And then let me read this as an end of the class tonight from Kala Rinpoche's book on advice of the Dharma practitioner. Whether we use shamatha, which is the peaceful approach to develop in tranquility and the stability of the mind, or vipassana, which is the approach to develop insight into the nature of mind, our wisdom is utilized on three levels. The first kind of wisdom is an intellectual one, which is developed through hearing the teachings, studying them, and understanding them on a conceptual level. The second kind of wisdom is developed through contemplation by taking the teachings we have been given and reflecting upon them again and again, both in formal and post-meditational or informal situations. By this way, we validate them against our own experiences so that we come to a deeper and deeper intellectual understanding. Finally, there is the meditation wisdom, in which one is actually using the sutra or tantric methods, which is not only intellectual or conceptual wisdom, but experimental and completely intuitive, by allowing the mind to rest in an uncontrived state in which a wisdom arises on its own as a direct experience. In order to be successful, follow any of these three chosen paths with meditation. In this way, one is developing our wisdom on these three levels, all of which is applied to the basis, your body, speech, and mind. Kewa di nerdu da, chagya champo drubir ne, jowa chenking malu pa, deyi sala gopar sho, sanjay kuso nempai jemla dan, shoni megur dempai jemla dan, gendu miche dumpai jemla ki, chitar goma mundang jupar sho. By this virtue of having realized Mahamudra, may I quickly establish every living sentient being in that state. By the blessings of the three bodies of the Buddha being accomplished, by the blessing of the truth of the Dharma itself being unchanging, and by the blessing of the wishes of us and all Sangha being unwavering, may this dedication prayer be fulfilled. May all the lamas have long life, good health, happiness, and prosperity, and may all their wishes be fulfilled. May all beings have happiness, and the cause of happiness be away from suffering and the causes of suffering. May through practice of meditation establish themselves and all beings in bliss and free of all emotional conflict and judgment, including fear, anxiety, and depression. Yuchiche, mahalo. Thank you very much for a lovely 2 hours practicing together.
Thank you, Lama Kachi.